What's going on, everybody? This is NYG Jeffy T 3285, and I hope everybody is enjoying their beautiful Friday. Although please stay inside if you're in the East Coast by New Jersey or New York, because it's very hot out with the heat warning that's been going on for the past few days. But speaking on the Brooklyn Nets, some of the news that's going around right now, and one of the latest reports is the Brooklyn Nets right now do not want to sell low when it comes to maybe a possible Ben Simmons inclusion into one of these trade packages for Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, as both the guys have previously reportedly wanted to be traded out of Brooklyn. And the Nets are right now wary of trying to sell low on Ben Simmons, who's right now coming off back surgery and is supposed to be sidelined until at least the beginning of training camp, or maybe a little bit into training camp, which is an understandable thing you want to do, because Ben Simmons is a guy right now that when he is healthy, he has been a three-time All-Star and second in terms of Defensive Player of the Year a couple of years ago. So Ben Simmons does have some upside when it comes to his defensive play as well as his playmaking. So it's understandable why the Brooklyn Nets, if they have wanted to include Ben Simmons in some type of package deal with a Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving, why they would just not want to sell too low on the guy and not just throw him in there for the sake of throwing him in there to maybe sweeten the pot for another team to trade away some more assets to the Brooklyn Nets if a Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving deals do come to fruition. But I understand why the Nets don't want to sell low on this guy. Ben Simmons, for all the flack that we give him, for all the flack that he gets in the NBA, for some of the suspicious things that he does, and for the reasons that he didn't play last year because of the issues he had with Philadelphia and because of the back injury that happened last year, Ben Simmons is still a player that has tons of talent. And when he was playing, he was always known as a guy that's going to be able to have great defensive playmaking as well as be able to set up his teammates for success. So the things you want to do right now for Ben Simmons is try to get this guy healthy and get him back on the court when you can, and allow him to be able to get the ball to his playmakers and allow him to be able to make sure he can facilitate the ball to his guys and also be able to lock down the opposing best player on the other side of the court. Because that's what Ben Simmons can do the most for the Brooklyn Nets, is be able to play great defense and be able to help out and assist his players on the court. So that's why the Nets, I think, should not be able to sell low when it comes to a guy like Ben Simmons. Try to get the most value you can for this guy. And if there's a package that is sustainable for Ben Simmons, you make the deal and you try to get the most you can for Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons. But I would not be shocked if the Nets try to run it back with all these guys and go forward with the big three of Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Ben Simmons going forward. So that's just my quick little update on this. Right now the Nets are wary about including Ben Simmons in any type of package because they don't want to sell low on him, and which is an understandable thing. You don't want to try to sell low on a guy that's coming off an injury and has missed the past year plus with issues going on in his previous team, and also with mental health, which is something you don't ever want to mess with. So if you like the video, please hit the like button below. Subscribe if you haven't already to NYG Jeffy T 3285 for more breaking news updates and chatter surrounding the Brooklyn Nets, New York Mets, New York Giants, as well as the WWE and food for thought. Leave a comment below on what you think about this latest news surrounding Ben Simmons, and if you would not want to trade him because of his low value right now with the Brooklyn Nets, and if you would like to see the Nets hold on to him and see if they can maybe increase his value if he plays the beginning of the season. And maybe if the Nets are not as comfortable with Simmons going forward, maybe you could trade him at the trade deadline. Turn on the bell for notifications on the next video or short that drops surrounding the Brooklyn Nets. And let me know what you guys think of this video and what you think about the whole Ben Simmons situation. And subscribe if you haven't already to NYG if you have. And please hit the like button below if you enjoy the content. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of your Friday. Stay indoors. Stay cool. Drink a lot of fluid. Take it easy. And let's go Brooklyn Nets. NetsWorld.